found a way, but you never go away. So I guess I gotta stay now, stay now.
I feel scared and alone.
Welcome to another episode of Live, Laugh, and Lovey. We're back in the living room where we snack, chat, and sip, y'all. Yeah. So excited. So we are here today. We're going to talk about Married at First Sight, Australia. Now that's something I don't know. I wasn't expecting that, but ooh, child, we got something to talk about.
Yes.
Hey, ladies, how is everyone doing this evening?
Hey.
All good in the hood.
You got your snacks and your drinks?
Yeah. And I'll step on deck.
Okay, for the fruit and cured meat plate.
I have fruit on my cookies.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
And I got my drink.
I got my red cup.
Thank you to Sunflowers of Warm Cookies.
My sangria.
Of Warm Cookies. Y'all grab y'all a bottle.
All right, ladies. So Married to Medicine, Lord. Married at First Sight, Australia. This was completely different.
Yes.
From the American version.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna ask, did anyone
international?
Wait.
Oh yeah, no, we were on the same page, Josh, because I was gonna say when was it Jonay or who Josh sent us the link? We got a link to look at the couples and to get more information on them. And we can put that for you. Lovey can put that for you in the comments for you so you can look along too. Mm-hmm. But I was tripping to know that this is 7 because they seem so comfortable and their process is much different and it cut time away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they didn't go through the showing everybody come through and da-da-da. They just went straight to the couples. I think it's gonna be a little bit longer though because it was a 2-hour special, an hour and a half special, and they only married 2 couples.
Yeah,
and then too, it was a little different seeing the women all in one setting. Like at first I was like, is this like The Bachelor? What is this? Why are all these women together?
Mm-hmm.
Which is weird. Are they all gonna be living in the same house?
Well, maybe they're doing the same apartments like the other ones. You know, they do the same apartment buildings. You know, but I don't understand how they all got together, and then they're gonna be doing that dinner or something together as we see in some of the scenes. So, yeah.
Well, at least almost so. The couples themselves, I thought that most of the women were attractive.
Yeah, they were. I will give that.
Versus the one in the U.S. And sorry. But the only thing that was different to me is where was the diversity?
Yeah, I did notice that too.
Asians, I know there's Asians, and Asians are well, not in every part of the world, but in a lot of parts of the world, right? And then, Black people are in many parts of the world. So I was, okay, thumbs down on that. No diversity.
Well, I guess what they tried to make for diversity was homosexuality.
I was gonna say that.
Well, that's not diversity though.
It is considered to them. Because it's new out there for them. Like they said, if you see on there, they kept saying now that it's legal.
Oh,
We don't say now that it's legal because it's been legal for a while. We stopped saying now that it's legal
so wait a
almost
minute.
10 years ago.
So is Australia
But
part?
not.
Is Australia part of the Europe, or is that its own?
That's on. That's on its own. That's not part of
It's
Europe.
That's because I know it's
Yeah.
Europe has been good with it, since I think the beginning of time. So okay.
Yeah. Yeah. This is definitely different. So and it was interesting seeing the professionals coming up
Yes.
with putting the couples together.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was cracking up when she said, I had to rewind. I was like, did she just say that? She was like, they really enjoyed each other's scent. I'm like,
Yeah.
I have that on my paper.
yes. I was like, wow, okay, that's different. I wonder if they do that here in the States.
No, I'm sure they will show that, and I think that was a very good part. I'm sorry, I'm looking at my notes. They had that pheromone test because one of the ladies said, one of the what did you call them, the experts? One of the
Experts.
I think that they'll be great with each other because they passed the pheromone test. They both liked each other's scent, which is what she said. And I said, what? So when she took her to that part, I think it was the Kathy lady, if I remember. Maybe it was somebody else, but I thought it was the Kathy lady. But the expert took her and had her smell that blanket. Do y'all remember that part?
Mm-hmm.
I probably didn't. I missed that.
Yeah, no, because you didn't trip. You didn't trip on what it was because I had to look and it made me think. I was like, what is she doing? And then later on when she said, oh yeah, they both liked each other's scent, she did. She picked up her tissue or like a blanket and let her smell it. And she was like, oh, that smells so good. They smelling each other's pheromone scent to see if they're attracted to each other.
Okay. So the Australian women, most of them.
Where'd you see that at though?
It was on there. It was like the first, maybe about in the first 20 minutes. So rewatch it because I rewound that part because I was like, why is she smelling? And I heard the expert lady say, the pheromones, do you smell the pheromones? And I just didn't trip. I was like, okay, that's crazy. But then later on in the show, when the experts, like Levy said, the experts were matching each other together, they were like, oh, this will be a good match because this will be good. Oh, yeah, they would like each other. And they both passed the pheromone test. They both liked each other's pheromones. So that made me remember, like, oh, wait a minute. So they let each other, like the dudes and the women, smell the scent from each other. So that's how they started matching them together too.
Mm-hmm.
So the
To see
men,
if they like each other.
so the men weren't that hot though.
Wait, so
I like
what's his name?
Josh. I like Josh.
Josh is a
of them
cutie.
men- okay, let me see. Who? Yeah, Josh was cool. Yeah, Josh
Yeah.
was cool. Okay, but I saw the group of men, and I don't remember what all their names were, but I saw a few that were like, most. It was a few that were decent, and then there was maybe two that were cute to me, and the rest I'm like, that coat, the different was coming out.
So Luke reminds me.
Is that what
when
Poppy?
he popped up on the screen, I was like, Jadena?
Who is
Because of
that?
the hair. Because of his hair.
You talking about the dude
Luke?
with Poppy?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, girl, no.
No. It was the hair. It was the hair that got me. I was like, oh, he look.
Okay, because he's not 40.
No, but they are older. Well, I don't know how old the other
Lovey, I was with you.
are.
Nope.
But I was like, oh, we got people in they in the late 30s. Okay.
Yeah.
This is one of the things that I put on there, Lovey, when I first started. I said, this season is doing what?
She's 38.
This season is doing what
they both the
Lovey
same
and I
age.
talked about. Second chance romances and folks with children.
Yeah, with children.
Just like you and I were talking about, Lovey. They should do that out here. They doing it out there. However, we're on what, season 10, about to be 11.
Yep.
They on season 7 out there.
And they already doing groundbreaking stuff.
Okay,
like, this is real life shit.
Okay, but hold on. how you gonna marry a stranger and you got toddlers?
Okay, Poppy.
Yeah.
Poppy.
Okay, Poppy.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have to have your kids around. Okay, first of all, everybody's not good enough for your kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is not good enough for your kids. So 6 weeks is not going to tell you enough if this person is good enough to be around your kid, because in 6 weeks you're meeting the representative, right? You ain't meeting the real. You're not going to be able to really meet the true person until some time, and it takes time to meet people. And sometimes you truly never know who someone is if they're people or a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm not for having it. He had kids, I think he said 16
And 18.
and 18. Okay. So, that's a little different. Your kids can, make decisions for themselves, speak up for themselves or whatever that. And I don't know if they live with him or the arrangement is, but you have 2 toddlers, and not only that, you have twins. So you're bringing them, but it must be that they must checked off okay with kids. You had to.
No. Okay, so the reason why they're compatible is because the reason why the matchmaker made them compatible because both of them have kids. And they both have basically similar backgrounds. Like they both divorced, and he has attachment to his kids and she has attachment to her kids. So that's why they're compatible. But the difference between him and her, she has younger kids, but she codependent on her kids though.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
She's really codependent, and so he can balance that out for her and be like, okay, your kids you need a life outside your kids, regardless of.
She's probably codependent on her kids because that man walked off and left her with
right when they came.
Been with
right.
her years.
Right, which makes sense. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, like, okay, this is what I didn't get about her was you made this decision. Mm-hmm. Did you fully think about it? And then all of a sudden now you're missing your kids. Right. So really you was missing your kids. You weren't thinking about the action you were doing. It's just you was missing your kids. And even her friends was like, you go ahead. It's cool. So it's not like her friends been telling her, you need to have a life outside them kids.
So when the guy that walked her down the aisle, which was her friend, he cried, okay?
Yeah, all her friends cried though.
They cried. They were so happy for her, and they could see that she's been needing a void filled, right? And then also, can you imagine just somebody dropping off and leaving you? You have not one responsible, but 2 at a time. So she does need somebody else, and I can see her friends want that for her. But so when they were at the altar, one of the things they said to each other is, "What's your star sign?" Did you notice
she said that?
Yeah.
She said Aquarius, and then he's Aquarius. I mean, she's Aquarius and he's a Scorpio.
I'm a Scorpio, and I'm like, girl, after watching that, you doing Aquarius is wrong, Team Aquarius. She doing so wrong.
I automatically thought about the 2 of you when she said it.
Yeah. I was saying that her speech was real good and it was like a real tearjerker, and his was really dry to me. It was like, it's somebody you don't know at the time, but I think he could have had a little bit more life into that speech. That's just my opinion.
Iva, what you think?
I think that her speech was okay. I kind of liked his. I just liked his the way he looked at her. I was thinking a little bit like, okay, he's a little portly, as they call it, but I think that he would be a good match for her based on the introductions that they had, that they showed about him and showed about her. So I was like, okay, those will be some good introductions. I was glad that she got some good friends though, that actually told her, what did he tell her? You're being a corpse. Like, snap it up. You about to lose him. We like him. Let's come on. Let's get it together. Cause Poppy was lightweight pissing me off. She was worse than season 1, than one of my favorite girls.
Jamie.
Yes. Mm-hmm. But at least Jamie had fun and Jamie, kicked it and stuff like that. But she was just like, oh, my kids, what have they done? I can't even take pictures. And then when he asked, are you okay? She was like, no, not really. He was like, oh, we're supposed to be taking pictures. This bitch said no. So what am I supposed to do?
Right. And I thought that when I was looking at the screen, I was like, girl, you are too old to be acting like this.
Mm-hmm.
You are seasoned, okay?
Right.
You know how to turn on the fake, and you know how to turn it off. You mean to tell me you got caught up, just that caught up in your feelings to where you couldn't, for a picture, a simple picture. All you got to do,
on the picture.
right, all you got to do is just go.
Right.
Oh, hello.
Real quick.
My thing was, if she was so worried and so worried and so worried, not to say that she wasn't, because I'm not a mom. So, but if she was so worried, so worried, so worried about her kids, who did you leave them with to where you so worried, so worried, so worried? Because you're not gonna leave your kids with anybody. Yeah, but you're not going to leave your kids with anybody that you don't. Because if I'm planning to somebody for 6 weeks, that's somebody I trust. That's somebody that's gonna take care of them and everything. So you need a vacation. So I dig it. Now, if you are you that mom that's going on vacation for a weekend and you calling every 5 minutes, and I'm gonna be like, come get your babies, because hell, you shouldn't have left them. You know what I'm saying? Now 6 weeks I understand, because they're gonna call and do the video chat, FaceTime. You ain't been away from them little heifers 2 hours. You walking down this aisle, you can't even take a picture. I mean, when they take a break, go Snapchat. I mean, not Snapchat. Go FaceTime your babies. I dig it. But she was like, oh, I'm worried about my kids. My kids. Well, who did you leave them with? Who did you leave them with? Like, she was irritating me.
Ja?
So I'm everything you guys said. I was highly disappointed in her. So I couldn't figure out, because when she first saw him, she appeared to be somebody who probably wasn't tripping on physical attraction, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And then first off, she was like, he's so nice. And I was thinking, at this point, in her circumstances, she's probably not going to trip off physical attraction. You're going to think about the person, right? The heart, right? And so she said he was nice. But when you said he's so nice so many times, I started thinking, is that bothering you? And when she got to the reception, she had to steal away after the pictures. She got to the reception, and then she got up. And I was like, you being rude now.
Because you didn't even say bye. You didn't even say excuse me. You didn't say nothing.
But I also needed Luke to get up and go over there and say, hey, Poppy, what's going on? Do you want to talk about it?
I do feel that he could have, to save face for the crowd. When she got up, he could have followed her and be like, because she went off to the other side of the room in plain sight for everybody to see that she was bothered by it. She was not by it, but bothered, because she was
right.
I'm like, damn, you couldn't even go into the damn bathroom to talk about that?
She went to her homie's table and was kneeling down. Yeah, that pissed me off too. You didn't go outside. It was rude. But one thing he did do, though, I think maybe because he didn't know her as well, he leaned over to his homies, or to her homies, and was like, is she okay? Can you go check on her? And they were like, yeah, I'm about to go. And that's when the dude got up, and then the girl was like, okay, I'm gonna come with you. So I kind of feel him on that part, because I don't know if I would have got up and followed that heifer either. I'd have been like, okay, but so what we
this is your wedding day. It's supposed to be a pivotal moment.
But you didn't even want to take no pictures with me though. Just 10 minutes earlier.
But okay, compared to America, because this, right? Because America, they actually get to know each other for a hot second, right?
So the little champagne toast, right?
Right. So America, they get to know each other, but here they don't. It's like, when I see you at the altar, and you either go through it or you don't go through it. But since you went through it,
no, it's the same process, Jonay. They don't. Yeah. But it's the same process. But then in America, after they go and they'll have champagne and like toast each other, and then at least have a little bit of talk before the reception, and then they'll bring family, and then
right. Yeah. Right. But I'm looking at her like, okay, yeah, she was rude. And I think I probably would have been like him too. Like, I don't know what her problem is. Because when you don't know a person, how you going to get up there and say, hey? But he could have went up to her and said, hey, are you okay? But he did say to her several times, you okay? He said that to her. And she was like, no. Okay, well, what's the problem? Until her friends got her in check.
Where's the bottle? Where's the alcohol? Where's the bottle?
He doesn't know her. But now he doesn't know her, but he's her husband. So he needs to get into the helpmate role and go find out, because whatever's going on, is going to go into your home. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
it might have made a difference if he went up there and showed that he cared and say, hey, I can identify that. I know I have.
He did tell her that.
He did. He did.
During pictures,
Yes,
he
he
said,
did.
he
He
said,
was
I got
trying
2
to.
kids too. He said, I got 2 kids at home too, but he said their ages, and he said, I know what you're going through.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he knew what she was going to, he identified. He said, yeah, it's tough when you got 2 little ones. Now listen, you got 2 little ones that basically they ain't gonna remember none of this.
But did you remember he go, oh, like when she said twins, he was like, wow, twins, like, because
Yeah, like
he was saying, oh damn, shit, he gotta face twins. I mean, everybody loves twins, but do you just want to be given twins?
Well, I think he gonna be just because it's boys, because he has girls. So he has girls and she has boys, and the girls are older, so you know they can help with the boys. And you know that he's close to his girls because, as I showed, he was fixing one of the beds in the room. So now we don't know if they come on the weekends or he has them for summers. We don't know what that is, but you saw that he had a whole room for one of them. So at least they are present in his home. So you know that will be a Brady Bunch blended family. And plus, he seems like he likes kids. So to have those 2 kids around all the time, I'm sure he'll probably be liking that because you know they're gonna be around all the time.
So they're the exact opposite. She's 38 with 2-year-olds. He's 39 with an 18-year-old. You see that? He started off young.
He did.
He said 21. At 21, that's when he started.
Yeah, you're right. He did say that he started having kids at 21.
But I think he also said he was open to still having more kids though. I mean, no, they're both the same age. He's 30. Yeah, she don't need to.
39.
Exactly. She don't.
Yeah, basically they're the same age. I mean, she don't need to. She didn't hit 2 at once. I mean, if you're gonna have
unless they have one more.
Yeah, together. Unless he does.
But that's they pushing it because they're already 39, and those babies are 2.5. You pushing it because you would need one soon.
No, you don't. People having kids after 40 now. So you don't
but we don't know what her circumstances. You're right though, but I wouldn't want no new ass kid.
Yeah, we don't know her medical history.
Yeah.
But I mean, a lot of people I know that are having kids, they have these kids naturally after 45. Ooh. Bless their heart, I wouldn't do it either. I'm just saying I would not have a kid after 40 personally, but I mean, if that's your goal and that's something that you want to achieve together, great. I just think that for her, did you really think through the process? You was excited about it until then all of a sudden I think she made an excuse personally about it was all about her kids.
Okay. I agree. Because she was trying to run. No, I'm sorry. I said the same thing. I think that she was scared, and just like everybody else tries to back out, they usually don't have a reason because they're just like, I don't know if I could do this. I don't know this person. I think she used her kids as I think it's time to go, you know.
Right. Do that at last minute before walking down the aisle. And of course I knew that it was going to happen because they love to show the dramatic things and make you think something's going to go a different route and then whatever.
With the music.
Yeah. But then when the wedding was over and they went back into the room, right? He asked her, what side of the bed do you sleep on? And she pointed over there. And then he said, you said something, but she was like, oh no, when I turn around to my sister.
The right side.
The right side.
Like, that's a side I like to sleep on. But he still went on that side, like, this is my side.
Yeah, he wasn't negotiating on that. And I felt him on that.
But did you hear when he said that, though? Because he was like, I'll take this side. I'm glad I won. She said, well, get used to it because it's going to be the last thing that you win. The last argument you win. And he said, okay. Yeah.
Okay, I got an issue. Why are you getting in bed with the robe on?
That was nice.
Both of them did though. We'll get to that next couple.
Maybe both of them did. Cultural thing. Maybe.
Girl, no. Culture. They just
That ain't no cultural thing.
Yeah. It's clearly. I mean, when she took off that makeup, it was a different skin tone.
But she did.
Can we talk about the herpes?
No,
that's not a herpes. That's a pimple.
It's a stress bump, but it's a herpes because it's close to it's a herpes.
But well, stop.
So she got a herpes up here then? She has a herpes right here?
No, anything around your mouth. It's just a different simplex. But it's a cold sore. It's a stress cold sore. Okay. But it's a herpes.
I thought it was some bad acne.
Cold sore is a herpes, but a pimple is not a herpes.
That wasn't no pimple. Did you see how they got along well though? Because she was like, oh my God, look what I have. He said, oh wow, that is massive. Like, and this is only hours after, and she was able to laugh at it and everything. And he turned around like, let me look at this again. Oh, geez, So
wait a minute. Can we talk about his dad though? Because when his dad walked down the aisle, like, hey, who wedding is it? Yours or his?
With the teeth.
Yes. And he wasn't the only one with big teeth either. He wasn't the only one.
They was happy to get rid of him again. Now,
But again,
was he married? Was he married before? Was he divorced too?
Yeah, he's divorced too.
Okay.
But his sister did say, I think she's the one. Remember, his sister said, I think this is the one. And even her friends was like, yes, that's the one for her. So she must gravitate toward those type of guys. Like
nice guys.
The nice guys.
Well,
Let's say it that way.
she didn't get one, because I want to know, this is me, I want to know how long was she with the ex? Because he must have, her friends, for her friends.
They said he was married for a while. They said we got two people that had been, when they said that both of them had been married for a while. So maybe she got pregnant and maybe that wasn't part of the plan. I don't know, but they said.
Well, he cheated.
Been married a long time.
Yeah, he cheated.
So, so her friends to be on on Luke so hard, like, this is, we like him and he seems good so far, and don't worry, I'll be watching out for you. I'll be watching him. That's what the dude said. But you still have to think, with her, this is still 2.5 years only. So
yeah.
So either you being like out of it with him, to kind of get yourself out of that, or
and see, that was that's my issue with her. It's only been 2 years.
Only been 2.5 years.
You have not allowed yourself to recover.
I don't think so.
From the issue that you have from your man leaving you. Yeah. But you're gonna dive head first into a marriage to somebody who you don't know? Girl, no wonder you sitting up there pining over your kids. You don't know nothing but your kids.
2.5 years.
Well, she also said that in her marriage, she didn't know him either.
That's right. She did say
true.
that.
She said, what's the difference? I ain't know him either. This one I'm going to get to know without the kids.
Well, the thing I was thinking about is, like, women, or maybe I'll speak for myself. If we're in something and you're going to break out of it, earlier, before you finally say, all right, it's done, that you're going to be gone. Yes. Our mind is gone before. So I'm wondering if maybe her mind was gone before, even though he cheated, but, was it kind of gone before and they were, but it doesn't seem like had he not cheated, she wouldn't have left, or he left, right? So he
left her.
And he left, right.
Yeah, he left her.
So was her mind out of it to where you can go in 2.5 years, or was it, where you just, he's leaving, and so you stuck and you still liking him? And yeah, I'm kind of, the 2.5 years, we're gonna be watching her. She said, watch her.
She also said, what man wants me with 2 kids at once?
Well, man, somebody found you, the experts found you somebody, so you gonna leave him because of them 2 kids? You better stay your ass where you at.
Because that's what she said. And I was thinking to myself, it's plenty of women that got more kids than just 2. And they know how to find a man.
Right.
Hell,
and yours got the same baby daddy.
Hell, there's women who are pregnant who can still catch somebody.
Right. So, but we also got to look at it. Maybe her self-esteem is low as well.
It is.
Oh, no doubt.
It is. Just like, that's a good segue, Joe, because just like Miss Kathy, who reminds me of Katie. Is that about to be Katie?
Yes. Yes.
I want to punch. I was trying to uppercut her. She was on my nerves.
I loved her and Josh's vibe.
Me too.
What is it?
Vibe.
Her dress was bomb. She had my wedding hair. Bomb. Not playing. But anyway, I like her old. She looks good. He looks good. I liked his silver gray suit. He's one of the cute ones. So
okay, can I just say this? What irritated me? Her in that train. I was like, that train gotta be nasty, dirty. I was so
Wings. I called them the wings. She had wings.
I was like, that train. She drug it from when she left the house till she got to the marriage, where they call
the venue,
the venue, and then to the reception. I was like, that thing should be dirty as hell. I just never picked up that train. I'm sorry, that thing drove me crazy.
Yeah.
And she went from dirt to beach to, and I'll say this, both of their venues, loved them.
Oh my God.
Yes.
It was like,
yes. So
it was like an
Enchanted Forest.
Enchanted Forest, yes.
Yeah, way better than America. When I was watching Married at First Sight, and they was all at the same place, it seemed like. But
I was about to say, it was. I was just about to say, so Joe, so was this on us? We don't know on this one, was it the same day? We don't know. And was it the same venue? Because it looked different, wasn't it?
No, it's two different places.
Because in America is the same damn venue. Well, this last season.
Same venue.
This last season, yes, it is. Yes, it was.
Oh, we're all the
same
people.
venue.
But yeah. Oh, I thought you were talking about throughout all the ones because.
No.
America, have you ever noticed all the weddings are always outside? I think there was one that was inside when it rained.
Because it rained.
Always outside.
And here in America?
In America.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, they were. Oh,
no, they weren't.
Jamie's in. Jamie's in, well, that's season 1 now.
Jamie, I want to say leading up to maybe whatever season Chicago was. It was all indoors.
That was.
Oh, maybe I didn't see.
Wait, when is Jeopardy and them? Jeopardy and them were 6.
I can't remember.
But so that must have been the season before, because that's Ashley. That's Ashley and
that's Ashley and Anthony's season.
And Anthony, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you're right, because I remember first season with I keep going back to Jamie, but they were inside because when she was like, I don't want to see him no more, she walked out and was like, oh.
Mm-hmm. They were in a stale. They were in a stale hotel ballroom. It just looked so boring.
Well, there was never a church. I recall when maybe it was her with the beard, the one that's on now. Who's got the beard? She had a black.
Who has a beard?
There was never the one. He's quarantined right now with the beard, but he always has a beard.
Oh, a dude. I thought you were talking about a chick. I was like, oh, that's shade like hell.
Somebody else. I think I'm thinking about another program where there was a black.
Not program. Who, Keith?
Yeah, I'm talking about Keith. But no, I'm thinking of something else. I'm having one of my, normal brain.
Your senior moments.
Yeah. So just miss me.
But yeah, I loved the decorations, the flowers.
Mm-hmm.
It was just, I was waiting on a unicorn and an ogre to come out.
Or some bubbles and doves.
Right. It was just beautiful. Like, how come y'all can't spend that kind of money here in the States?
Maybe they do, and it just doesn't. It doesn't go as far.
That wood
doesn't
log,
go as far.
That was with the flowers at Poppy and Luke's wedding. Mm-hmm. That was beautiful. I was like, oh, this is nice. And then at the other one, which was nice, so they had more floral, which was really nice. But it must have been cold because everybody had on furs.
Jackets.
So I was like, furs.
What they kept asking, what's her name? Poppy, not Poppy. Kathy asked. She was like, ooh, friend. He was like, would you like my coat? And
okay, but wait a minute.
His coat.
Who was getting married? I don't know which wedding it was when you saw the people walking towards the place. Because everybody was dressed to the nine. I was like, okay, friends. Because,
no, both of the weddings had people walking in like that. They showed them both. Both weddings had that. And then people were seated.
Everybody, they over there, they know how to dress and look nice for a wedding. And I was like, oh, I'm thinking that these people got good fashion sense. I mean, from all the people before they were sitting in, I can't say much about the men, but men do men. But they look like they really had good fashion sense. And then I liked when her friends saw Josh, they said, "Ooh, she's gonna like him." And their moms was like,
"Oh, did you see how he asked her? What you think, Mom?" She's like, "I liked that. I like Josh. I just."
But if you're on spot and somebody say what you think, how you think you really gonna respond?
If it had been Jeffy's mama, when Jesse was we'll
But
see
they started to
later.
say
We'll
they
see
didn't like.
later.
Who was it that didn't want to kiss her husband? They was somebody in the background. They was black, and they were like, I don't like that. And they said it on camera. Like, I didn't like that. But wait a minute. Her friend said she had a dream that his name was Josh.
Josh.
Yeah.
But she did say light hair and light whatever. Well, she don't have light hair. He do have light eyes, but they
She
did say
wanted
Josh.
Yeah.
somebody with a tan, girl.
Well, he was.
That's considered a tan. That's considered a tan.
Yeah,
olive
that's what I'm saying. She said basically, I don't want no fair, pale one.
Right,
So,
like right.
No, Kathy. But Kathy, you got mother issues.
I want to say on my notes, I put on here, I'm getting, for Kathy and Josh, I'm getting Katie vibes. I said insecurity. I said you can't fake the vibes and the spark like they had. And I was happy that even without her asking, but like all of her confessionals from that time, I think he's nice, but I don't know if he likes me. I don't know if he likes me. I'm not sure. I don't want to like him. He doesn't like me. And I was like, oh, bitch, it's like 3 hours in, boo. Like, come on.
Well,
and then when she said what was she saying? Oh, she said I need to know because her insecurity, right? I don't want him to be faking it. But I love that he came to her because he said the same thing in his confessional. I don't know if he likes me. I don't know if, I don't know if she likes, whatever, but I'm gonna ask her. I love that he asked her.
Go ahead, Lovey.
What was I about to say? Oh, but I think that maybe contributed to when she said she went out on that date and the guy was they were on the date and they were in the car and the guy
was rude.
was not interested in her,
not
but he
in
was
the car.
He was on Tinder looking for his next date in front of her.
Table. Oh,
so that could be enough. That's enough alone to make me a little insecure. Be like, well, damn.
He unmatched her and started talking to his next date at the friggin' table while we're still on our date, while we're still there. But she has those insecurity issues, which that fool was a clown because she's cute. Then, but which means he might have other issues. Josh might have other issues because if she don't think that he's into her, she might not think she's cute. So there was whole other issues that he gonna have to reassure her ass like every day. That's gonna be too much.
Johnny.
But he got cheated on. She got cheated on too.
Johnny.
So, okay, so Josh, he tried to reassure her instead of sitting around back like Luke and told her he would never cheat on her. Now,
that was too much.
Yeah.
Okay, you did too much with that.
Said he was loyal.
Like that meme said, a man would cheat on a man. What did this meme say? A man would cheat on an open book test. Okay, now I'm not.
Stupid.
Hilarious.
But honestly, I don't feel that way that every man cheats. So I'm not that woman. I'm not that woman that feels that way. But you can't tell somebody you don't know that you would never cheat on them.
Right.
And then in the reception, did you see her and him were by each other. They had a kiss, but then she also was wearing his jacket. I was like, oh,
she
had
cold.
Yeah.
Remember, she said she was cold.
And he
was like, would you like my jacket? She was like, no. He was like, no, here, you can have it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they great. They
he seems very sweet.
They was smacking.
Yeah.
In the outside,
yes.
they was.
She was ready. She was ready to give that hot pocket away.
Tongue.
She was ready to give that hot pocket away. Another Katie, like you said.
Okay, so you think that they, by that body language the next day and that fresh phrase, you think that hot pocket is in microwave? Okay.
Yes.
So I want to go back to Poppy just a little microwave. I want to say, go back to Poppy real fast. Do y'all remember after she opened up finally and got to kind of know Luke and was cool? When she got to her confessional, she was talking. She said, "Oh, I am gonna sleep in the same bed as him, and because I want this to go how it would normally go if this was a regular wedding." So I was like, "Oh, I wonder if she's gonna be trying to give it up to." Because
she ain't giving it up.
When she put
That's
that
too
pillow
fast.
in the middle, he was like, did you
No,
put this
she
here on
didn't.
purpose? Right. He was like, did you put this here intentionally? You know, because he was trying to set it. She was like, no. He was like, oh. He hurried up and put that pillow in the back, you know, but you don't think I don't know. I think that they probably right. They probably stayed on their opposite sides. But Kathy and Josh, when she said, so you ready to go to sleep? You want to have a cuddle? Or you
Yeah.
want to,
I was like,
talk? And he was like, oh.
yeah, I was like, okay, is that something, does that translate to something different here in America? Do y'all
Yes.
negotiate a cuddle before you get into bed? What is that, hugs? What is that?
No, I just think that like for her, like from day one, I mean, when you came approaching him, he was like, oh, you're beautiful. Why would you question if he likes you or not?
Okay.
That's insecurity. It's an inside thing.
Mm-mm.
No, I know that.
Let me go back.
What?
Zach said the same thing to Mindy.
Right. Because looks don't have anything to do with it. She's wondering if he's going to
But-
like her, not what you look like.
But right, John. But Zach did say the same thing to Mindy. But by the time they got to the room that same night, Mindy was in the hallway with her camera talking about, so he thinks I look like shit.
Right.
They got in there. She came in there with her little bunny outfit and her hoodie. Y'all peeped at the little bunny pajamas. That shit was short. I was like, bitch, okay. She did wear jammies, but them shits was short.
No, but what I'm saying too, what Jonay is saying, that she should have been assured based on his confirmation of he liking the way that she looks.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean anything, because then Zach said the same thing to Mindy, but it then, by the end of the night, it turned the opposite way. So
I
Right,
agree, but then how they got together and their food, the first thing he said was, I'm crushing on you. Like, I'm crushing on you mad. I'm mad. Holy dooly. I'm mad crushing on you. Oh, now I sound like fat bastard, huh?
right. Like you Scottish now?
But that's how he was like, no, I'm crushing on you. And then they kissed. So hopefully she would have taken that reassurance, because Mindy got none of that shit.
Yeah.
Did Mindy get a high five, Jonay? Did Mindy get a high five on a high five? I married you. Did she get that?
No.
I think every man was always talking about they were open to it except Jephthah. And Jephthah, the only reason why Jephthah didn't want to do it is because he knew his parents and they was watching.
Okay, but it gets back to, if she keep questioning, but how he gonna get to know you unless you show who you are? You know what I mean? So I wonder if he likes me. He don't know who you are to like you like that. The only thing he knows that he like what you look physically. So you should take that step and then keep it moving. But
go ahead.
But then when he took her to the side, was like, hey, I'm really liking you, just like you had said, Iva and Lovey. And he was like, I want to get to know you. That right there, even when they was taking pictures, he was on her hard.
He was.
Like, you should took the little things that he was doing, like, okay, he really likes me how I look, but he doesn't know me. And that's what she should get. But she's only, 25, 26, whatever, she's young. Oh. She is young. Yeah, she is young. So, I've been cheating on. Well, let's go really. You can't compare high school compared to an adult. High school is saying compared to when you're an adult. So you've only been dating for like 2 or 3 years. Let's just put it out there like that.
Bringing your past relationships or other experiences into something that is new.
But Ja, you don't know that until you get 30 something or whatever. Everybody don't know that at 25 and 22. You know what I'm saying? And that's after you didn't got either cheated on or you didn't cheated on a couple people. So you know, to know the difference, to know when you want that lasting. So I see a little bit of her insecurity now that Joe says that she was only 20 something, because once I saw Poppy and it was 30 something with kids, I was like, oh, everybody 30 something. So, but I didn't even trip on the ages. So
you know who she reminds me of? Remember in Houston? I can't think of her name, but they were the older couple of the bunch, because they were like 37, 38. The guy, he was tall and she was blonde, but her natural hair color was she was a brunette.
And she was so insecure, and he used to talk to her friend that had the brunette, so that's why she changed her hair.
Right.
Nah, she's not that bad to me.
No, she's not that bad. I didn't like
that girl. I couldn't stand that girl.
She's not that bad, but to give a comparison,
okay,
she's a pretty girl. but you have all these insecurities.
Yeah.
Most of them do.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
because I think she's 26 and I know he's 28, but I don't know if she's 25 or 26.
She's mid 20s.
Yeah.
So since she's mid 20s, she already like she brought up about the whole dating. Like, I've been cheated on. This guy did to me on and our first date. Well, I mean, it should be your first date, so you should have been like, chuck that up. It's like his loss.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But she didn't do that. She was still focused on that. So basically, prior to that, you can go ahead, and I think she got lip injections. I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
I mean, but you still sitting up there, still talking about this. You didn't marry this dude. This dude, he ain't ugly
at all. And he's into you. Right. And I like his little I don't want to say wit or whatever, because I know they kept bleeping out a lot of stuff or whatever. So I could tell he was like either cursing or whatever. He was just letting it fly. And, I was happy about it. But I like when he was excited talking about, I'm crushing on you. And, I'm feeling you. And, how are you? And, I like that. I appreciated that coming the first night before they even went to the room. You know what I mean? I appreciate him taking that step to go there and then try to make her feel comfortable,
So where do you guys stand with having sex on the first night in this predicament, in this setting? Where do you guys stand with that? Ivor?
Why you say me, Alpha?
Jonay, where would you stand if you got married to a stranger? You were married.
No.
Okay. How about you, Ivor?
I would think that it would go based on the vibe, because I would say, we're in it. I'm married. But see, I'm different though, because I can have sex and I could be attracted to you, but I don't have not be attached. So, but at this point, if I'm married, shit, that'll be like, I guess the most legal sex I've probably ever had, because I ain't been married before. You know what I'm saying? Or most appropriate sex, I guess I could say.
What do you think, Lovey?
I'm nosy.
Huh?
I need to see. I'm nosy.
So you
I
need to see
what you working with.
Yeah.
I need to know.
So for me, you're already in the situation, so you've already taken a risk. So why you want to get your ass up here, Jonay, and then be like, oh, no, I'm not going to do it because I don't know this person? Why would you marry somebody you don't know and then talk about you don't want to have sex with them? Okay, but then again,
Iris.
It would go with the vibe. It would go with the vibe, right? So I'm, again, with Lovey. I need to know if I'm going to have to teach you a few things.
Yeah.
To know what I like first off.
I do. I mean, I'm going to have to show you. We may as well start from day one.
Yeah, I don't want to go down this whole thing and then maybe I like you, then be like, oh, damn. You know what I'm saying? Let me know from the gate.
Well, I will say this. Okay, the reason I'm saying is, I'm not saying I'm not open to later, but not the first night, because the first night it's like basically, to me, even though they're married, but really it's first date. To me, it's like first date. You basically.
It's first.
Okay,
you married.
So, okay, hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me finish. So I'm saying, like, maybe not on the first night, but by maybe within the week, we gonna do something. I just want to get to,
especially
but I'm saying within the first week, we already been sleeping. We slept in the bed together. I'm seeing how you flow. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do it, but I'm not gonna just go ahead and take that gamble and then all said, because who's to say the first night you have sex with somebody and they like, I'm through with you? You taking that gamble?
You taking a gamble because you don't know what they're gonna do in 6 weeks if they want to be married to you anyway.
Yeah, but that's just me. Everybody different. I'm not saying the first night. I'm just saying I will do it, but it doesn't have to be the first night. It's the same thing like couples that way back in the day where people had pen pals and they married somebody and they didn't have sex immediately, because it's all about getting to know the person. And I think that's more important to me, is getting to know the person than the physical aspects of it. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
But everybody's different.
To know if you have a connection. I just said if we have a connection, or if I'm not too lit, because we're gonna have the bar and we're gonna be gone. But if I'm with Joe on that, either maybe the week, but no, if we still up and we not sloppy and we kicking it and we vibing or whatever, it might go down. I might just tag him because I'm lit, and I'm like, look,
I just think that
let's
when
do
you're in a
this.
marriage or something like that, I'm not, but I'm not into rules now. If I'm dating, we're not doing it on the first time I meet you.
So
Yeah.
who's never had a one night stand?
Oh, okay, but we're not gonna let that come
Yeah,
out.
come on now.
So
Stop your
Just
business.
asking.
back
Stop
to the
your
No, I
show.
was just asking. But okay, we'll leave that alone. But
But
I
I
was just
get,
saying,
but I get
or a
what I
3 night stand.
get what the both of you are saying. Just let. Okay, so the first night, let it play out.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna be tired anyway because you've had a long day. So,
And you go to the honeymoon the next day, don't they?
But because I
uh,
didn't consummate my wedding because we was tired.
yeah, because you're tired.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
tired after the weddings.
But again though too, y'all have been dating for like a little while before that. So
Yeah, like
it's not like it's
almost
new.
3 years. Yeah.
Well,
Right.
almost
Yeah.
3 years, right? So almost 3 years, really, girl. Okay, we'll talk about that. But it's not like it's new. This is brand new. I think
Right.
maybe this is like pulling off the wrapper. I feel you. But again, if we not tired from all of that, because it seems like that's just like a whole day. Don't it look like they get up at
It
like
is
ass
a whole
crack
day.
of
It is a whole
dawn?
day.
At
Oh my
6 o'clock.
God.
in the morning,
Yes, like
are
ass
you
crack of
going?
dawn, and then you gotta be smiling and doing pictures and seeing people, and you might just want to talk to them and be like, whatever, and go to
Yeah, I
sleep.
mean, because there's a 95% of couples that have a big wedding, they're not having sex on the same night.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
another thing that you got to think about is, even though this is like the first day they're meeting, you just don't, like, basically you ain't even had that conversation. How many partners you had?
Well,
Yeah.
okay, well, I'm not having that conversation. I don't want to know your nut. I don't want to know your body count.
No, okay, well,
But
whatever.
you gotta know something, though,
something
love
you
it.
have to
You
know
gotta know something,
something.
because if this is your husband, I mean, where are y'all gonna start the line with are we starting with the condoms? Am I on birth control?
I get that,
Are
but
we starting with
there is
I
a
need to
way.
know. I need to see your paper.
There is a way of asking. Like, how many relationships have you been in?
Nope.
Right, you're not gonna ask the number. No, because then you're gonna be wondering.
Because you might have been doing it to people that's not in a relationship.
Oh, definitely a condom. Definitely a condom.
Right,
And
but
then
that's. Sorry, go ahead.
But then also, like Iva said, it has to be that connection. If you marry somebody, if you ain't got no connection, so why you give them the booty on the first night?
No, totally. It definitely has.
That's what I'm saying. So if I ain't got that vibe from you, or I might be feeling you out, like, oh, okay, seem kind of cool, just like her friends. He's a good one. You don't even know this dude to be saying that. I'm sorry. You don't know him. You can just say, he appears to be, because that's, but at the same time, he's a good dude. No, we don't know you, and we don't know her. Because she could be a B, and he could be a straight A. So, that's just what it is. No.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying I'm not giving up anything on the first night. I have to fill you
right
out.
or wrong. We just stir.
No, I know that. Of course, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but I ain't gonna be out there like, okay, let's go on down.
But I'm gonna want to be nosy. I'm gonna at least look at the goods. Let me see what you got going on. All right, we'll
my private.
He and I will talk in the morning.
Yeah.
and by talk you mean.
So you had a question, or you had a comment, Iva?
And by talk you mean.
You know what she means. But anyway.
There's several ways to talk, Iva.
Yeah, there's lots.
Do tell, as my daddy says. Okay.
But I think that would be probably, instead of just like directly jumping bones.
Jumping bones.
I think having a nice, to me, intimacy is talking. So like,
yes,
in that bed and having a nice talk to get to know each other.
Yes,
that is just as sexy as anything else to me.
Yes, learning what's your color, what's your favorite color. I do like that. I think my couple right now was only two, right? Is Josh and Kathy. When he was trying to reassure her that he liked her, and when he was saying things like, he did tell her she looked beautiful, but he didn't really like mention her dress. So y'all peep that. He just said, you know, you look beautiful in this and that. He was like, the color of your eyes. I mean, he went there. The
Hey,
color of your eyes. Hey,
Bobby.
Bobby. The color of your eyes and this and that. And when you came down and, you know, I like that part. And then I like when they woke up the next day and, you know, he was like, oh, you know, did you sleep well and this and that. And, you know, she was like, yeah, well, you know, we were up late. We talked for, you know, hours and hours. And he was like, yeah. He said, I thought that you were dreaming of a tractor because you were snoring like a legend. I said a legend. What's snoring like a legend?
Yeah, disconnect. I was totally disconnected. I don't know what that meant, but that's one of their words, right?
I guess he said he said, were you dreaming of a tractor? Because you snoring. I guess like a legend, like she was the one. She was snoring. She was going. She was like, oh, and just kept it pushing. That's the thing I was wondering about, like how they're gonna work with that kind of stuff. Because, you know, that's new. Because I'm a snorer. Yep, my name is Iva, and I snore.
But
Hi.
again, it was a long day.
Yeah, okay, I snore on short days.
Huh.
So, but
So they are gonna have Natasha
getting
and
together,
Mikey
that's
next, right? Natasha and Mikey.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So
Thank you for bringing that up, Jock, because I'm so ready to talk about them.
So Natasha is only 26 and been dating men twice her age, like 2 times. Okay.
Her daddy.
Got daddy issues?
21.
She been dating her daddy.
28. So she wants a daddy figure. Okay.
Yep.
So she got daddy.
She said it.
She said it, right?
My thing I wrote with, I said Natasha is gonna try to punk that little ginger boy off top. She's gonna have to learn submission and compromise.
Yeah. He's
gonna have to learn submission and compromise.
Auntie. And look, I like how he said auntie.
I know, I peeped that too.
So he treated her really nice and stuff like that.
You wanna cuddle?
So, but they both, but he's running a senior care home, right?
Mm-hmm. It's a family business.
Okay, but he's running it. So he knows about business, so he'll have something to talk to her about. They might be 2 power couples that are very busy. Who knows?
And he came from an affluent name, so he got all the little toys that the old man that she was with had. Because when he was on this thing, he was on a little yacht. He was like, I'm affluent, I'm this and that. So he got all those toys that she's used to for the older dudes, but he's young.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want her to be punking him.
Yeah, but can we talk about, you never saw him drinking water? He always had a cocktail. You eating eggs. You eating like a hash.
A lot of eggs.
That was hash.
And you drinking wine? Right, but it was like a hash. But you drinking wine, then you drinking a Corona.
That was dinner.
And then you drinking a Corona on the yacht.
He always has a pint. Ain't that? Oh, that's England, huh? A pint. Well, he a lot. Fuck him. He works. He's stressed out. He owns his business. Hey.
Yeah, but I like him.
When he went to the lady, he said, "Do you have any visits today?" She said, "Yeah, you."
Yeah. I like seeing younger people with senior citizens.
Yes.
Yeah, he seems very sweet. He does, and compassionate. Totally.
Do y'all think do you think he's gonna be enough alpha? Even if he's not completely alpha, do you think he's gonna be enough alpha to kind of calm her? Because she gonna need it.
But I think she might be surprised when she walks down and sees a younger man, because you tell them all these things, so they know what you like. And she probably said her preference is an older man.
But no, but she said, I'm afraid because I don't want to get down there and look down the aisle and see another old man. So
she did say that. Good.
So she's looking for a young man. Yeah.
Okay, good.
But I wonder with his face, because he looks real young, is she gonna think like, oh my God, but she don't know his background like we do. We know his background already.
Right.
She doesn't know it. Mm-hmm.
What do you think about this Tosh and this other girl? Do you think that they're going into do they seem compatible like the people say? I don't know about that.
I
They
don't know.
seem too much, not too much. I want to see them together.
Mm.
Um, I think the person that's gonna have a problem, and I wish I could. I was trying to look her up right now when you just sent me that link again, job. But I think that Tosh, because she has more acceptance from her family, so she's freer. She's been out. The other girl only been out to her family for like 13 years because she came out when she was 21. So
Mm.
she, and the way that she was crying and had a tearful thing to her mom, like, I'm about to get married. Hopefully you and dad'll be there. If not, blah blah blah. I would like for you to be there. Basically, if they're not there, I can't get married. But the other girl, she was like, oh, my dad and my stepmom, they're coming to talk to me now, and I want their relationship. I love them. So yeah, I'm getting married, Dad. And he was like, oh, okay. I think that play that play that plays a big part, and I hope that that doesn't come over into their relationship, and that the other girl, doesn't really let it happen. I can't remember what the girl's name is
But the
besides
other
Tosh.
girl said that
Amanda.
Amanda. Amanda.
Amanda said that I believe it was Amanda. I thought that Amanda said that she had been in relationships and that were like on the low or something like that.
Yeah, because she dates straight women.
And because she said that I date straight women. I've been.
Mm-hmm.
She wants someone who's gonna full on these. I guess
She was in the closet with somebody for 3 years, and then she hadn't met them for 3 years, so she broke up with them. Right? Okay, bitch.
Because her mom. But you know what? People, her mom.
I mean,
no. But did you peep when her mom said you're gonna marry who? Because her mom was probably hoping she say a man.
hoping.
Okay, because her mom was like.
But she didn't, and that's when she started crying. And I hope that you and that, because and I didn't like that little speech. I want to get married. I see my sister is married, and I want to do this for the family and for you and for dad. So already, with you being gay and them not approving of that, you're not doing anything for them. So
for you though,
it is for you. Even when you straight, it's for you.
Yeah.
But I didn't. I'm just saying. I wanted till next topic. I didn't want her to be like, I'm doing this because, like, she's like, I want to get married, and of course, I want her to get married. It sounds like, but you're marrying someone that they're, I guess, not gonna approve of already, but you still want them to come, and yeah, they're hoping. But what you said, I want it for me, for you and for dad and for my family, and I didn't hear you in there at all.
Okay, pause. Let's go back to Poppy.
Oh, God.
Piggybacking off of that.
Okay.
She kept saying, I'm doing this for my kids. I'm doing this for my kids. Bitch, is this for you? Are you looking for a man? You looking for a daddy? You gonna bring him up in here, this your daddy now.
She's looking for a daddy. It's 2.5 years.
She's looking for a daddy.
I don't think that she's ready.
She's not.
They have a daddy, okay? Just because he left her.
Wait. Do they though? That's another thing we need to figure out, because if he cheated and he didn't want the kids, do you want them kids? Do you have a daddy? Have they been? Because when she talked about her support system, who's supporting you?
She got.
We'll find out. All right. Well, that's it. That's all that we have. Good people, thanks for watching. Join the conversation. Be sure to hit subscribe so that you can be notified whenever a new episode has been dropped. Or if you have a show that you would like for us to critique, let me know. Let me know. Because, I'm all for it. Hey.
Leave him alone.
All right.
Y'all.
All right, everyone. Thanks so much for watching. I greatly appreciate you. I hope you all have a blessed day. Bye, ladies.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
It's a beautiful night. We're looking for some